everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in as always, and thank you for all your kind comments, likes, subscribes, shares, discussions, all very much appreciated. Right, today just going in for a little bit of dash, because after making the leather wonderful, I now feel that we've got the dash doesn't look very good, to be honest. I haven't really treated it to anything. I don't want it to be shiny. I want it to remain slightly matte. And I thought, do you know what? Excuse the sellotape. I'm going to use Meguiars Ultimate Black Plastic Restorer, combined with Koshimi Green Star. And that is it. So I'm going to do a little split down here. I'll probably do this section here and the glove box, because that's got some mange on it, and we'll see where we get to. So just going to prime the brush. Prime the brush and make a little section and work in that area. So we'll clean it and treat it and see what we can get, what the results are looking like. Yeah, as I say, I don't want it to be blingy, but I would like it to look a little bit more pleasant than it does. And once I've tested it on this bit, I'll probably get in and get into all that sort of pattern, which is a harbour for dirt. We'll start getting into there, and we'll start getting into there and see what effect it has. See if we can make it look a little bit more pleasant than it does. Right, that's clean. There was a couple of marks on here. Actually, you can see the Koshimi is going a bit brown, which is encouraging. It means it's doing its job. So I'm literally just going to work that in, rub it off, dry it, shall I say, with the microfiber, and then go straight in with the Meguiars. Obviously, first we will see what that looks like just cleaned, because it might just look nice and I might leave it, but probably not. Well, we've got one mark remaining, which I'm going to get. Looks more like a scratch than a mark, but nonetheless we'll give that a little bit more agitation. Something here. So that's going to be more a mark than actual dirt. And same for here, just a little scuff mark. So the plastic on here has come up quite nice, and the Koshimi's left it looking pretty good, really, pretty good. And there's no noticeable mark on there, or no break, should we say, apart from here. Maybe I haven't dried it properly. Excuse me. Doing a little shake. So we'll get a little dot of that on there. Get the microfiber as square as possible. And we'll just work this in. I did a little test of this on the rear driver's side door card, and it was okay. The reason I chose this is because it's not enormously shiny, and when I used it, tested it on the wing mirror plastics on the Forester, it kind of looked all right. It kind of looked all right. So I was thinking, I had a vision in the night and thought, do you know what? That might be good on the dash. We'll just get it a little bit more presentable, but not too shiny. Trying to get a clear line in there, just swapping paws. Not ideal using the viewfinder for me to see the line. Right, let's just flip the pad, get a finger in there. Just before I do that, I'm going to make sure I've got this lower part done satisfactorily. Went over my own line. Never mind. So really what I'm trying to achieve is just a little bit more black. I don't want shine, I just want it a little bit more black. And I think that is going to achieve the look I'm going for. So it's significantly cleaner, a tiny bit more shine as you go across it, but certainly not sticky to the touch, and you can see a clear break. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get another half done, this whole half, and then we'll have a look at that and try and find somewhere to put the GoPro. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'll do the whole glove box as well. Why not, eh? Let's go direct to pad for this one. Probably a little bit too much, but it is the bane of one-handed operation. GoPro in one paw, product and cloth in t'other. But at least we know we're getting total coverage. Get all that worked in. Let's try not to get it on the door card. I know I could open the door, but it is quite windy, and I don't think the sound will be particularly pleasant. Right, let's just pause the camera, use my other hand, I'll get that dried off. Well, it smells nice. It looks pleasant. The upper part, untreated, treated, untreated, and the glove box has been done. I think we'll do one more bit, we'll try this, and I'm not going to put in a huge squirt of the gubbins because, as we all know, that will stick in all the little slats, and then I'll have to spend clearing that out. Lovely. I'll tell you, I'm really enjoying getting into the finer details. Nice. Right, let's do half. It's not crying out for deep cleaning, but it's certainly up for a little bit of black restorer. Nice. Nothing too major, just slightly grayer, not a lot in it. Nice. Right, let's get the GoPro somewhere and we'll start getting into this section and see what we can get out of that. I think just before I make the dash any shinier, there is just enough space for the GoPro to sit on its mount, and we can just work into here. Get this done on cam. And then we can have a little look at this section to see what the results are like. Oh, nice break there. While I've got brush in hand, I'm just going to do in here because that's bugging me. That was just the like secondary side vent, if you like. Try and get as close up to the window as possible without actually painting the window. Give that a little wipe down. Excuse that noise. A little bit of dirt in here, can we see? No. It was just looking a little bit dirty. Right. So that's a nice clean result. And let's start working in the black restorer. So I'll pop that in. Got a little bit of a break there, which is good. Not sure this is quite ASMR. The world's most satisfying noise, is it? Get that all worked in and flip to a dry side and see if we can get that all dried. It's not going to be any major problem. Also being careful not to knock the GoPro off. I doubt that's been cleaned like that many times in its life. If ever, because it did look a bit scratchy and dead up there. So as I say, satisfying digging into the finer details now. Starting to get the valeting process regular. The paint's responding to that nicely. fabulous. Maybe a little bit more work sort of buffing it off, but nice. Right, gonna get the GoPro in another position and then we'll time lapse that and we'll get that all finished off. Right, I hope that time lapse worked okay. That was good, highly satisfying, and to be honest, it has achieved exactly what I wanted. Exactly the same, maybe, well, definitely a little bit more shine, no tackiness whatsoever, just feels lovely and clean. And that is a 20-minute task, maybe a little bit more manual getting into these due to the, you have to apply a little bit of pressure to get the product to go in evenly, but generally far nicer than it was. So the plastics were, let's just get the door shut so you can see the difference here, a little bit of shine to them and nice and clean. And this is, let's get it out of the shadow, sunlight, still a little bit grey looking. So we were like this and we're now like this, a little bit more shine. I think we'll do one more door on cam and then I'll get the rest done off cam. Sorry the car's not hoovered, just been over to my mum's and had to get the hoover of all things in the back of the car, on the back seat. Oof. Anyway, needs a good hoover. But anyway, dash resto, happy days, looking pretty good. Avoid speakers, obviously, fine on the fabric. Keep it away from the switches. Not going near the tweeters, obviously. A little bit of extra for the tops. Apologies about the dogs. Yep. Okay. Sounds like a call for food. That's going to be a to be continued. Get that dry. I'm going in to eat some food. And I'll be back. Not using this microfiber on the fabric because it's covered in black restorer. Excuse me. And this is where we're sat for now. We're going to have lunch and then be back, and we'll get the black restorer on all the black parts. See what we can pull out of this rather dull looking plastic. Front cloth. And I'm going to try and distribute this evenly. Not get it on the fabric for obvious reasons. To use my to be half out the car. I apologise. There was a pebble in there. I can't get. I'll be jamming it in the speaker grill. Come on. Oh. Same up here. Get a dog with that. A little bit in the switches, but not, well, not in, but on top of those. Try and get up to the fabric, but not including the fabric. Get this switch because it is dead, as in no coloration. I'll be working on that regularly. Let's try and make sure this is all spread out. Rest done at breakneck speed off cam and get the dogs for a walk before it rains. It's a good thing with this stuff being sort of pretty non-greasy. As you get towards the end of the saturation on the pad, you can come up round areas like the tweeter, window frame, and you're not getting sticky marks everywhere, which is nice. It's quite nice to work with, and I meant to say earlier actually, it does smell nice. It does smell nice, so it'll leave the trim with a nice smell as well. Apologies if you can't see that bit. into all the little recesses. Right. So that is loads better. A few little marks that could do with some extra attention, rub it in, but overall a massive improvement. It's a really easy process. A little bit of kosher me. Let's just check which one it is. Green Star, a little bit of Green Star, and a little bit of Meguiars Ultimate Black Plastic Restorer. Happy days. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one, and thank you for tuning in as always, and I very, very much look forward to seeing you all again soon. All the very best. Take care. Bye bye.